Tonight, Scotland Street murder. Detectives seal off an area of Edinburgh's new town after the discovery of a man's body. Police say he'd suffered significant injuries. Also tonight, relatives of a Scottish policeman who was dismembered by a man he met on a dating app speak for the first time of their trauma. It's not fair. Passengers hit out at plans to increase the cost of rail travel, but the Scottish Government says it may freeze some prices. And in sport, Craig Levein steps up his search for Robbie Neilson's replacement at Hearts. Good evening, I'm Lucy White. This is the STV News at 6, live from Edinburgh. A murder investigation is underway in Edinburgh after police found a man's badly injured body inside a flat in the capital's historic new town. Officers forced their way into the third-floor property in Scotland Street after neighbours reported a disturbance. Another man who was inside the flat is said to be helping detectives with their inquiries. Over now to our chief reporter, David Cowan.
Well, Scotland Street has become well known in recent years thanks to the novel by Alexander McCall Smith, which was originally serialised in a newspaper. It's in a corner of the new town, one of the wealthiest parts of Scotland. The property prices here average £500,000, and it's very much a residential street. A lot of families live here. It is, though, in the middle of a city. It's not unaccustomed to crime. 18 years ago, a man was killed in a flat in this street. And tonight, a major investigation team is still at work here, looking into a suspected murder. A major investigation team comprising 45 officers and staff is trying to establish exactly what happened inside the Georgian tenement in Edinburgh's new town. Neighbours called the police at 5:30 this morning, reporting a disturbance. Screams had been heard. And when police broke down the door of the flat, they discovered a man dead inside.
This male has sustained significant injuries, and it's very much suspicious the circumstances in which he's been found. Unfortunately, until we carry out a post-mortem and get a cause of death, we can't commit to this being a homicide. However, we're dealing with it at that level.
The police suspect a weapon was used. Another man was inside the flat. Neighbours saw him leaving with officers.
He's been treated as a significant witness at this point.
Is he being treated as a suspect?
No, at the moment, no. We'll have to keep an open mind.
The victim and witness were both in their 20s. Neither has been named. Other residents were allowed back into the building throughout the day, but were asked to put on protective footwear. The stairs were being checked for evidence. The detectives trying to establish whether anyone else had left the flat before the police arrived. Officers spoke to a woman who came to the street and left, visibly distressed. Some residents were shocked as events unfolded. Others were less surprised.
It's so quiet and peaceful, and there's never anything going on at all.
It's an inner city, and it's multicultural, multiracial, multi-everything. So you expect all sorts of things.
2 cars in the street outside were seized for potential evidence. The police believe they're linked to the flat. The vehicles were removed later in the afternoon. Detectives have appealed for anyone with information on the man's death to come forward. David Cowan, STV News, Edinburgh.
The family of a Scots police